Hi everyone. Today we are going to again review the requirements of your Quest project, look at the options for the final product that you will create after you complete your service hours, and then start working on the action plan. The service learning requirement from Fairfax County is for 8th grade students to complete 15 hours of service learning. For our project here at Cooper, you are expected to complete 10 hours of outside service on your own. You may work with a friend or a group of friends to complete the hours, but it is done outside of the school day. Your other 5 hours that are required come from the in-school assignments you complete throughout the year surrounding your research and reflection. So far, you have been expected to complete the annotated bibliography, research paper, and data-driven decisions. Today, you will learn about the action plan, and you will be assigned the process log at our next Quest meeting. After you have completed your service hours in February, you will work to complete the components of the reflection, including the reflection paper and the final product. A note about your service learning hours. When you enter them into X2Vol, please make sure you are also entering an email address for the supervisor or whoever you completed the work for. They will receive an email asking them to verify your participation. Once the hours are verified by your supervisor, they will be approved in X2Vol. Please note that your hours will not be approved without verification from your supervisor. You will need to complete all portions of the research and reflection, in addition to the 10 outside hours, in order to receive credit for your 8th grade service learning requirement. This requirement will move on to high school with you. All of these lead up to the Quest Expo, which will be on Friday, April 13th. This is a 2-hour early release day where you will showcase and present your projects to your peers, teachers, administrators, and members of the community and FCPS. Today, we are going to talk about the final product options so that you are aware of any evidence or artifacts to collect during your hours. Here is the menu of options for the projects you may create to demonstrate your service learning. These products will count towards a grade in English and will be what you showcase at the Quest Expo. For your final product, you should select one of the following menu options. The first option is a documentary. For this project, you should create a video of your experiences that answers the question, what impact did you make on your community? Your documentary should include details from your research, a synthesis of your experience, and should be visually appealing. The next option is to create a children's book. Write and illustrate a children's book depicting your experience. Remember that children's books usually contain short sentences and paragraphs and include things like repetition, personification, rhyme, and other literary devices. You can choose to create a commonplace book of your Quest journey. This is similar to the commonplace sites you created last year in 7th grade during your fiction unit. The commonplace book for this project should contain various writings, like poetry, journal entries, short essays, etc., that capture your ideas. It should also contain an equal balance of visuals, song lyrics, drawings, and sketches. If you are musically inclined, you could select to write the lyrics and music for a song to influence social change about your area of interest. You should record your performance and upload it for when it's due. A persuasive option would be to create a bundle to educate the public. Select a minimum of 2 of the following to use as a tool to make the public aware of the issue you researched. You may select from items such as a website, a public service announcement, a brochure, a YouTube channel, commercial, poster, letter to a government official, or anything else that you think of. You will be required to pick at least 2 of the options and should use persuasive language and visuals to convince your audience to support your cause. Our final option is a museum prototype. Imagine that you are creating an exhibit for a museum that is focused on the area of interest that you researched. Be sure to include a replica of what your item would look like, along with a description or sign that explains your item. If you are a member of one of the Performing Arts Quest groups with Mr. Baker or Miss Leung, you will create a final product based on their suggestion. In addition, you will need to submit a written summary of at least 8 to 10 sentences that reflects on your service learning and the importance of service in your community. On to the action plan, which is what you will be working on today. There is a short survey in Google Classroom for you to input your plan about what organizations or groups you will be working with to complete your service hours. You began to think about this when you completed the Researching the Solution portion of your research paper. At this point, you should have a firm idea of where you want to volunteer and complete your service learning. For the survey, you will be outlining 2 plans of action. Plan number 1 should be what you are planning to do, and plan number 2 should be your backup or supplemental plan. The survey should be completed no later than this Friday, October 20th. You can complete the survey one of 2 ways. The first is to log into your Quest Google Classroom site and click on the assignment titled Action Plan. The second would be to use your phone to scan the QR code here, which will take you directly to the survey. Please remember to take this survey by this Friday, October 20th.